Hello YouTube, I'm back again. Today I want to tell everybody it's SHTF now. I mean, we might be at the very beginning of it. I mean, we got our political leaders catching this virus, so nobody immune. I mean, it's gonna spread. It's not getting any better. I mean, every day it's getting even worse. I mean, see where I live at. I'm in Ohio, and I am in Cuyahoga County. And so far, we are in a state of emergency. And the people that they found with that virus, they're not that far from where I live at. The one guy worked at the Jewish Federation Center in Cleveland Heights, which is not that far from me because I usually go to the supermarket right up there at this place called Severance. Go to the supermarket, and that's almost like 15 houses down from where this guy worked. So I'm just saying, if you think it's a fake, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, that's your way of thinking. That's good. I was always told, never argue with someone who believes their own lies. So I'm not going to argue with people who say that it's all a fake. That's all well. I mean, they part of what I call the oh well society, you know what I mean? It's going to happen to other people. It's not going to happen to me. But a virus or a pandemic, see, I'm not an expert on this stuff. Only thing I can say is that I had pneumonia twice, and I had hundreds of colds when I was younger. Yeah, so I don't know about viruses. I don't know how they work, but I know once you get one, it's hard to get rid of one. So like I said, it's progressively getting worse. And like I said, my last couple of videos, I tried to keep things on a lighter note because I've been accused of fear mongering. And like I told you, ain't nothing fearful but the truth. I mean, the truth is scary. That's all it is. And so I tried to keep it on a lighter note, and I'm gonna try to keep this one on a lighter note, even though, like I said, people are always waiting for shit hit the fan, but shit hit the fan is now. It's right now. We're in the beginning of it, and it's only going to get progressively worse. Even if they come up with a cure for this thing, right now, it'll still take 6 months before they can get it to the public. They offering $7,000 for individuals that want to volunteer to be infected with this virus. Your life worth $7,000 because there's no guarantee that you can be cured. I was watching a Will Patriots video not too long ago, but maybe about an hour ago, and he posted something about getting their beards shaved. I mean, I seen that a couple of months ago. They talk about shave your beard if you want to live because the virus can get in your beard. I mean, if it's like the flu virus, how come don't tell people when they get the flu to shave your beards? I don't know about that. That shaving the beard thing is something that I don't know about. It's just totally new. All I'm gonna say about that is, I believe that's a government conspiracy so they can get this AI, this artificial intelligence, the new system they got up there with the facial recognition drones and the facial recognition cameras. They can recognize you better without a beard than if you had a beard. Sorry. So those of you that got beards, it's a choice. It's up to you. See, I ain't gonna believe the hype on the beard thing. I mean, that's just fear mongering, I think, because I mean, with all these other viruses, they never told anybody to shave their beards. I mean, unless you got lice, and that's not a virus. That's an insect. All right, so let me finish talking. See, basically, this is gonna be a rambling video. I would just not say too much because I worry all the time because that's what grandparents do. And if you're a man or a woman of an adult age, that's what you do. You worry because you worry about your family. And I worry about the unprepared people. The other day, when the virus came out here in Cleveland, I wasn't even home. I was at the Comic-Con at the Cleveland Convention Center. It was 100,000 people down there in 3 days. And I was around a lot of them, you know. I do that every year with my nephew, my grandnephews, my grandnieces. It's a family event, and we enjoy it very much. And when we get home, that Sunday, they mentioned that the virus was here in Cleveland, and it was in Cuyahoga County. And I wonder how many people down there might have had that virus. So far, I'm good because I don't have none of the symptoms, you know. Other than my sinuses, you know, but the virus is not a sinus. I don't have a fever. I don't have a cough, you know, so I'm good. You know, just my sinuses are clogged up, and that's usually from when the weather gets like it is right now. I get clogged up sometimes. They canceled the St. Patrick's Day parade here in Cleveland, which is a big event. I love it. And they canceled the St. Patrick's Day parade in Ireland. Woo! And in Boston. I mean, a few other cities. I mean, so you know something is wrong. So you gotta believe the signs, because those are money making events. And as I always said, if you want to find out what's going on, follow the money. And if they're willing to give up money because they're worried about things that's going on, there's something that's happening. So don't believe the people that say ain't nothing happening. It's not out there because there's something out there, because you know people won't give up money. It's just a lot of things going on. Excuse me for a second. Okay. Another thing I want to ramble about, because basically it's just a rambling. People fighting over toilet paper. I don't get it. I mean, I just don't get it. I mean, I got my toilet paper. I'm prepared. I am not worried if they quarantine or lock down my city, or if they bring the National Guard in. I am not worried. Because, see, I have seen the National Guard before. See, I done lived in 2 race riots in Cleveland, in 66 and 68. So I'm not worried about it. So I've seen the National Guard before on my street corners. So it's nothing new to me if it happened again. You know, they say history repeats itself. Okay, and another thing I wanted to talk about is, what is this? Oh, food drops. Yeah, and water drops. Now, once they come in and they quarantine your city, which they're going to do, eventually, if things get bad, because they already talk about getting food to these communities, like what's that, New Rochelle, New York. They talk about how the people gonna have to go to the store and get food and this and that and the other. Well, they not locked in. They just quarantine. But when they do lock them in, and like I say, then they stop the subways from running, they gonna have to start food drops. And once the government control your food and your water, they control you. We always said that. That's why we preppers. We don't want to be at the mercy of anybody at any time. And once they control your food and water, then you're at their mercy. And it's going to be just like one of these third world countries. I said this all in the video before I even mentioned this virus that came out and happened here before. It's going to happen. You know, because right now they begin to mobilize all these military people and putting them up there to help us. I like when I say that, help us. So it's going to be interesting to see how that work out. And I'd like to say a special thank you out to the adventures of Frank and Tina. I hope I said that right. Yeah, Frank and Tina, because they mentioned on my video that they are already set. They got all their preps and everything, and I said that was fantastic. I mean, they're a young couple, and I think they're going to do well if anything happens. Because this is like, I don't know if you guys remember in the early 2000s, they had this TV show called Jeremiah. It had Luke Perry and Malcolm Jamal Warner. They were the stars of that, and they had a virus come through, and it was like 15 years later after the virus had killed all the old people, all the adults, and only the young kids survived, and the virus was coming back, and they were trying to survive and everything like that. This reminds me of that, or Logan's Run. When you get to be 30 years old, you had to go into the circle, and they would laser you basically, you know. So they eliminate the old people because they say the old people get this virus first, and then we're not surviving. So I'm like, wow. And that made me think, see, I'm thinking about a lot of conspiracy stuff right now, and that made me think that maybe it might not be just a regular, normal virus that they engineered this virus and they put this virus in the medicine. It could be the medicine that they're issuing you that could be killing you. I mean, okay, a lot of people in Wuhan, China, they maybe they tested it first with them and say, hey, you guys got high blood pressure. Here, take these pills, and they didn't give them to take it. They already put it in their prescription medicine or whatever they would go get. You know, they ended it just at those factories because a lot of medicine come out of China. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it made me see. My mind get to wondering sometimes. I get these conspiracy theory things going sometimes, and maybe they put a lot of stuff in our medicine that we don't know about for older people that's of age like myself that we take every day. See, like I got high blood pressure and I got cholesterol. Okay, so maybe they put something in your pill and you don't know it, and then they telling you that it's a virus out there and it's killing so and so and so many people and it's all over the world, blah blah blah. I mean, I have no idea. I'm just saying it's a theory. I mean, or it could be the virus. I mean, they say the virus is out there, but I'm just saying maybe the pill contains the virus that you take and that you're getting, because I don't understand why it's only affecting senior citizens. I mean, that's just strange. Maybe I might misunderstood what they were saying, or maybe it's just senior citizens that's dying. Because when they said all the people was dying at the nursing home and the majority of people that get it is over 50, it made me start to wondering about that, because I would think the young would get it before the old would get it, you know, like babies or something like that. But no, it's hitting the old people first. See, now I'm beginning to ramble and I'm getting to talk about nonsense stuff. So other than that, I just want to say that here in Cleveland, they shut down the MAC conference. You know, we got the tournament here. We got a lot of stuff that was going on here. The tournament, they gonna let only family members, the participant, and normal people that works for the colleges show up. No fans is gonna be at the NCAA Mid-American Conference. Okay, then all the colleges are here, shutting down. Either they're going on early spring break, or they're going to just tell everybody, like Ohio State, Kent State, Akron, John Carroll, and a few other colleges, that you're going to have to start taking your classes online for the rest of the month until they figure out something different or indefinitely. I have no idea. And one other thing, we supposed to have 2 rallies yesterday in Cleveland. We supposed Monday. It was supposed to have been Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders was supposed to come here in Cleveland and have rallies, and both of them canceled for fear of the virus. So all I'm saying is this: don't get into a false sense of security that there is no virus. There is something out there, and it is affecting people, because people are dying. I don't care if it's 1 person or 2 person. People don't start really worrying until they get into the hundreds of thousands that this virus is out there. And that is the wrong thing to do. If you're a prepper, right now, we're in the SHTF. Right now. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, but right now. We're in the midst of a SHTF. So get your stuff together. Get your preps together. And be ready, because, like I'm saying, people are dying. Anytime something can kill you, it's something that's to be afraid of. And that's just about it, YouTube. Thank you very much.